to the flow triggers, we're trying to balance the challenge to skills ratio.
Yeah.
And so rather than just using weight, like, because that's normally what we do, we take the same thing that we always do and just add load to it, like in terms of kilos. And you're right, it's really hard to balance the challenge that. So that's why I think if we add an extra element, so we make it more complicated or complex, then we can fine tune that balance ratio, because you'll have to go light enough that you can do a split stance anything.
Yeah.
And then hopefully, and this is the hopeful bit, and I want to, anyone listening for training of this, it's always that hope, is the hope that that number will go up over time.
Yeah.
That it's actually something that you're bad enough that you can get better at. And by becoming better at this weird thing, it'll fix the thing that you want, because we've gone straight at it for a long time, and you've got a very long way doing it that way. And so this is this slight perspective change.
Where would you recommend working them in? Say, do my regular yokes, drop back and do a couple of sets of these, like how we used to do with
I don't know.
the V skips and the front
with the
carries.
marching.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I think it's like the front carries and the marching, is that like you were able to add weight to that for a little while.
Yeah.
And so you got benefit from it. But then as soon as you couldn't add any more weight to it, it stopped being beneficial. So we stopped doing it, really.
Pretty much.
I'm hoping this is like the next step in that chain. So we got to be, I think, to be good at the yoke, you just have to be better at being on one leg more often.
Yeah. I agree.
But it has to be similar enough to what the yoke is for you to get benefit, because just doing weird single leg stuff now, I don't think will change a thing for you.
But I think that could work pretty well. I mean, even if I, drop my top end volume, go still hit that top end weight, and then drop back, and then get a couple of sets of them working there, because I think using the bodybuilding analogy of being pre-fatigued, you've kind of done that heavy work, nervous system's primed, and you can probably get more out of a lot less load at that point in time, especially if you chuck yourself into a weird position.
Yeah, I think so. I think so for sure. What else would you do with that? Yeah, I'd probably test it first before I did anything. Just go out and have a play with it. Just play around, and because it might be you're actually really, really good at it, and we've got it wrong. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
But I think my hope would be that you go out and you try it with a reasonably lightweight, and you go, oh, wow, I'm really shit at this.
Yep.
That's what I'm always looking. I just want to find something that a good athlete is really bad at.
Yeah.
That they should be good at. So in my head, you should be really, really good at pausing at any point in the movement.
I mean, look, I can go test it this afternoon and let you know how it goes.
Yeah. How much weight do you reckon would need to be on there for it to be a reliable test?
I'm not sure. I mean, because I feel like the yoke empty would be fine.
Oh, actually, I think I'm asking the question the wrong way around, perhaps. That if you're bad at it, just any weight is a good determinant. Like like if you're bad at an empty yoke at it, then we're like, okay, that's a good thing. But if you're good at it at an empty yoke, or good at it with light weight, how high would we need to go up to try and break it for it to be oh, it's worth trying this?
I reckon roughly, I mean, in the context of the yoke and where my strength levels are at, probably like a 70 to 100 kilo range from there.
So like 10% back or 20% back off your max?
With a lot of these accessory movements, I kind of feel like 60% of max weight is probably enough weight for them to be effective. I mean,
okay.
Yeah, which I think becomes a bit more of a relative thing when you sort of start looking at the top end weights you're working with,
Because this is in my head, this is the hardest thing, that we can't test to 1 rep max all the time.
No.
Like we're always guessing, because as soon as you load close to 700 or over 600 kilos or 700 kilos on that yoke, you can only do that once or twice a year at best.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So yeah, it really is anybody that calls this programming or predicting, they're lying. This is guessing. We just
Pretty
try and sound
much.
really smart about our guesses.